Good evening, folks. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Cricket Yari. Today I'm here to share with you or convey you the various developments that is going throughout the cricketing globe, especially Indian cricket. We would be focusing on today because there have been quite a few developments in the last week, if Indian cricket is concerned. So I'll start with the reports regarding Virat Kohli. He was the talk of the town in last say 3 or 4 days. There were reports suggesting that Virat Kohli has taken an indefinite break for the time being. Some reports were suggesting that it was due to some personal emergency and some personal reasons, and some reports were suggesting that it was due to a family emergency. So we all were worried that what is that issue that crept in, and Virat Kohli has suddenly flown back to India. Some reports were suggesting, and some reports were suggesting that his family was in London, so he has gone to London to see them. So we were all hoping, and we had our fingers crossed that everything is fine. Everything should be fine on time so that Virat Kohli is available, because he left, reportedly what we heard, if the reports are to be believed, that Virat Kohli left Pretoria in South Africa, where the intra-squad practice match was going on. In between that, he left and he straight away went to London to see, or whatever the reasons behind his leave was not at all clear. So there were suspicions regarding that. Some reports were suggesting that he has left because of personal reasons, and some reports were suggesting that it was a family emergency. So we had our fingers crossed, and we were hoping that Virat Kohli should be back on time. But the reports were also saying that Virat Kohli should be back on time, and he'll be playing that first test, the Boxing Day test match that is going to be played in Centurion. And the reports were correct. We are hearing today, or not only hearing, I got the visuals also. We have seen visuals also from South Africa, where we saw that Virat Kohli was batting in the nets. Because he is the vital cog in the wheel. He is the most experienced campaigner if the test lineup is concerned. And also, if you talk about South African tours, where he has had lot of success in various formats, in one day as well as test matches, he has been the most experienced campaigner as well. He has had, I think, 3 or 4 tours to South Africa, and he had success in South Africa on in various formats, as I discussed earlier. So he was always going to be a vital cog in the wheel. So we needed his experience at especially in South Africa, where the conditions does not suit the batters that much. It's one of the most difficult condition. If the statistics are taken into consideration also, that would support my discussion that it is considered as one of the most difficult conditions for the batters. So those things taken into consideration, Virat Kohli was needed, and the and everything has gone well, and Virat Kohli is back. Not tinkling too much about the reason why he went. Some are still saying that it was due to a personal reason. Some are saying something else. So I'll not go into the depth of that. The biggest thing and the biggest happiness for all Indian fans are that Virat Kohli is back on time, because he is the vital cog in that middle order also, because Cheteshwar Pujara and Ajinkya Rahane is not part of this squad. They had that experience of playing in South Africa, so we'll be missing that experience. But although these youngsters like Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer also have the talent to perform in South African conditions, so we'll hope that combining the experience of youth, as well as uh, combining the mixture of youth of these players, as I mentioned, along with the experience of Rohit Sharma also had a tour in South Africa, only one tour, but still he had experience of touring South Africa in one days as well. And Virat Kohli has had, I think, 3 or 4 tours in the past where he had success apart. So we can take that in the positive direction, and we can hope that Virat Kohli performs once again, and we could win this, not only win the Centurion test, but go on to win the test series, which is the final frontier for this Indian team, because we have been touring to South Africa since 1992, but we have not yet won a test series. Although there were on occasions we have went close to winning the series, but we haven't been able to win the series as of now. So we'll just be hoping that everything goes well this time around, and we are able to win the series. So moving on to the next topic. The next topic is that we have been hearing that Hardik Pandya's injury reports. But there has been a lot of differences in the reports that is coming up. Yesterday, I read one report that was suggesting that Hardik Pandya might not be part of IPL. Forget about this Afghanistan series; he might not be part of the IPL. So those things are a bit of a concern. If Hardik Pandya is not part of the IPL, then even Mumbai Indians would be thinking that they have made him the captain, and if he is not part of it, will they go back to Rohit Sharma, or will they have to appoint anybody else? So that, I think, let Mumbai Indians scratch their head what they have to do. We are only worried about Indian cricket as of now. So if Indian cricket is concerned, we heard that Surya Kumar Yadav, who twisted his ankle in the last ODI, or no, T20. So in that he twisted his ankle, and at the time when I saw his visuals, it looked like that it would be difficult for him to recover very soon, and it suggested that it could be a major injury, it could be a tear. And as the visual suggested, it was a tear. It has been reported that it was a second grade tear, and now Surya Kumar Yadav won't be available for at least 7 or 8 weeks, and after those 7 or 8 weeks his recovery would begin. It is not that he would straight away hit the ground running. He has to go through that recovery phase, and then only he can come back. And you have also seen with Hardik Pandya, who was injured in 19th October in a match against Bangladesh in a World Cup, and he has not yet recovered. So those injuries, sometimes you feel that we will recover within a certain span of time, but that is not in your hand. Recovery is not in your hand. You can just follow the processes, but the results is not in your hand. So we have to keep our fingers crossed. But the thing is that if Surya Kumar Yadav, who was a stand-in captain, also not available, Hardik Pandya, who was considered as the T20 captain, is also not available. So are we going back to Rohit Sharma? Things are suggesting that we are, but we cannot claim it until the final call is there. So those things are looking in, I think as of now it is looking in Rohit Sharma's direction only, that Rohit Sharma most likely could be that captain in the T20 World Cup, because I'm not saying that he should be, but what the reports and the signs we are getting, if we join the dots, Surya Kumar Yadav is not there, Hardik Pandya is not there. There are reports coming that Rohit Sharma should be part of it, as he has experience in the past of playing in T20 cricket, winning IPL for 5 times for his franchise. All those things are taken into consideration, and also considering that Hardik Pandya has always had injuries issues. He has a fragile body, so in between a tournament, or so say once the tournament starts, and if in between a tournament Hardik Pandya gets injured, or during the IPL if he gets injured, you need to have that backup plan, and that backup plan cannot be better than Rohit Sharma, who has had an experience of winning IPL titles multiple times. So you can't get better option than Rohit Sharma. So that is also considered. So we have to see whether in which direction the BCCI would be going, but as of now what we are seeing is that most likely Rohit Sharma should be part of it. So moving on to the next topic, we have heard that Ishant Kishan was not part of, initially he was part of the test squad, but suddenly we heard that Ishant Kishan is no longer part of the squad. He's flowing all the way back to India, and we heard that it was also suggested as personal reasons. Due to personal reasons, he was flowing all the way back to India, and he wanted to meet his family. But then the reports crept in. As far as the reports suggest, no, it was not a report. I would say that the reports were suggesting initially, not reports. I think BCCI made a release, and in that release, it was suggested that Ishant Kishan is going all the way back to his home, and he'll not be part of that squad, and he's released from the squad on the basis that Ishant Kishan had some personal reasons. So earlier we had our eyebrows raised that what suddenly happened, that Ishant Kishan is no longer part of it, but then we thought that it could be some personal reason, we are not aware of it. But then the reports came that it was due to mental fatigue. So people would ask how many matches Ishant Kishan has played that he was going through that mental fatigue. But the thing is that the mental fatigue could also creep in when you are just part of the squad and not playing. That could be even difficult. When you are continuously playing matches, I think sometimes you don't realize what you're going through. But when you are continuously on bench, you are not even getting the chance. So no matter how much players say that we are a team man, we want our teams to win even if we are not part of the squad, but it's all fake. Everybody wants to play in that playing 11, and if you are not part of it, you suck. sorry, uh, you feel bad about it. You feel always bad about it, that what is happening, I need to be part of that playing 11, I also want to win matches for my team. So when you are not part of it, you feel bad about it, and if it goes on for a period of time, mental fatigue could creep in. If And he was touring also, he was part of the World Cup squad, he didn't get any match. He was also part of the South Australian series where he played 3 matches, and then he was on the bench, and then he went to South Africa. So maybe that mental fatigue, as the reports are suggesting, that it could creep in, and it has crept in. So because of that, we had also heard in the past about Ben Stokes. He also had that issue of a mental fatigue, and he took an indefinite break for a long period of time, and then when everything went normal, he came back. We also heard with Virat Kohli. You could remember that Virat Kohli was going through such a phase, and people were saying, Ravi Shastri came on and said that his brain is almost overfried and he needs that break from international cricket. At that point of time, we also thought that if a player is not performing, and if a player is not in form, how can a break help him? But suddenly it helped Virat Kohli, and you can see that from the phase Virat Kohli came back, and the way he's dominating international cricket at this point of time, I think that mental break, if it will help, if it will not help others, I'm not sure about it, but at least it helped Virat Kohli. So we can take one thing into consideration, that mental fatigue plays a lot of role. If you are mentally not present, if you are mentally not well, even if you are doing all kinds of things correctly, and you're practicing well, you're going to gym, you are doing your training sessions, all are going in the right direction, but still not get the results as it happened with Virat Kohli. I'm not saying that it will happen with every other player, but what our examples are based on what happened with Virat Kohli. He was a great player, and suddenly there was a phase where he was not able to score runs. Ben Stokes, his form was not a concern, but suddenly he complained that he was going through that mental fatigue and he needed some break. And even that break helped Ben Stokes also. And Virat Kohli, I don't have to say, because the results are there for the showing, that what Virat Kohli did in the T20 Asia Cup that started after his break. He was magnificent in that. He was incredible to watch. And after that T20 World Cup also, he was incredible. Then if you talk about the home series in Australia and New Zealand, which he played, and then the IPL, and then if you talk about the other ODI series which he was part of, and then the World Cup, I think he was on fire. So at least if I have to give any example, I would just suggest that it helped Virat Kohli. And you cannot get a great player, or the best player, I would say, of this generation, it helped that player. So it has to have some reason that mental break or mental fatigue just collapses you. So these things doesn't help. So I think Ishan Kishan would be helped by this break, and we just hope that it is helped by this break. So these were the few fundamentals or the few developments which I was hearing since the last couple of weeks. So I just wanted to convey or share with you all. So that's all from me today. I just hope that I conveyed whatever I had in my mind and whatever I heard. There could be various reports you might be also hearing. So you can chip in with your comments, that what is your perspective regarding whatever I conveyed to you. So that's all from me today. I'll be coming back with more updates, whatever is going to happen related to South African tour. Whatever updates I get from my sources, I'll just try to convey it to you, and I'll try to provide you with interesting facts, figures, and all those things in upcoming videos as well. So keep liking our videos, keep subscribing our channel, and share our channel amongst others, so that they also come across our channel. And that's all from me today. Thank you. Jai Hind.